Today we are going to be talking about on-site classes. Kim, talk to me about what does the school do if they have a passion to teach a certain subject that's not already something offered by Enlightium?
They can actually teach on-site courses is what we call them. And again, I mentioned this in another video series, this is one of those things that I'm so excited for Alliance schools to be able to do, so that students aren't always like sitting at their seat and necessarily watching the computer screen, is that we allow programs, schools and Alliance program partners to offer some on-site courses if they so choose to. The most common ones are PE, because they can be running around and doing that, or basketball, or whatever they want to do for PE. The other common ones are like fine arts, and examples that we've had the other program schools do is that they study and work on putting on a theater production for the local community. Fun. And so they can get a fine art for that, and we'll put on-site theater production on there. Mm-hmm. Other ones are music, that is also not uncommon. So we encourage you to at least explore what you can do as a school and a co-op that can be on site. The things that come along with that is that we, on our end with the partnership and the accreditation, is that we ask that you provide like a one-page syllabi of what is going to be covered, and the amount of time. And there's 60 hours as a semester. So to give a broad idea is that, you're going to offer PE twice a week for so many, and that's 60 hours on there. And the other thing that I like about the on-site courses compared to, we also have offline for non-co-op students, that's a pass-fail. With the on-site with our co-ops, we allow that to actually have the on-site teacher put in a grade that can help with the GPA and just feel better than having a pass and fail sometimes like that. So that's kind of what it looks like.
I love that. So does it have to be a teacher, or can it be someone highly qualified? I'm just thinking with the PE idea you gave me.
Yes.
What if I don't have a PE teacher, but I have an athletic trainer who's passionate about helping kids? That
works for us, for sure. Being able to have somebody on there do that. We also will accept, what we do ask is for the name of the person and a little bit of their background, whether that's a resume or their experience in the field that they're doing. So we look at that. We had an example of somebody that had an on-site Spanish class, and she was not a credentialed teacher, but she was Spanish speaking, had taught ESL in the community, and we approved that. So what becomes a little bit more difficult is if you are in high school and you want an on-site teacher to teach chemistry and they are an English major, we might have to have a little bit of conversation with that, but you get the point. Roughly, if they are either a teacher that's credentialed or have experience in the professional world or in their jobs in that area, absolutely, we approve that.
So someone highly qualified might be a great fit.
Yes.
But that syllabus, you included the schedule. What else should it include? Maybe the resources?
Yes, so like the curriculum, if it's going to be like a Spanish class or an art class like that, if it's going to be something that is more like the theater or music lessons, things like that, just really an outline of, we'll take the theater one or the play, what play they're going to do, how many days a week they're going to be working on it. Some people might be in the play, some people might be behind the scenes creating, the backdrops and things like that. So just roughly a detailed, I will be more specific, a detailed description of different things the students are going to be involved in and how many hours that's going to be. If it's less than 60 hours, it's probably not worth your time to do an on-site course on there. So aim for a semester, 60 hours to 120, which is 1 credit on there.
Okay, so 60 hours is a half credit, 120 is a full credit. And how do those grades get onto the transcript? Is there like somewhere they put those?
Good question. Yeah, so we actually, in Ignitia, where the students' courses are at, we call it a placeholder in there, and we actually label it on-site, and then that's what it goes back to when I was asking about exactly what it was. We would put on-site theater production in Ignitia as a placeholder, and every 6 weeks then the teacher on site would put a grade in, and that allows it being an Ignitia allows us and is the way that we get that course on a transcript or in a report card. So that's where they put the grades in, and voila, kind of. It shows up on the transcript and report card.
I love it. I love the whole idea that schools can have people who are passionate about teaching hands-on stuff. I mean, some of the favorites I've talked to people that they're interested in is also offering things like home economics or wood shop. There's so many options.
So many options. Another common on-site course that our co-op programs and schools like to do is Bible. And that's also a great way for the school to be more involved with their local communities, our parents, our teachers on site. And so again, we would need the same thing. What are they going to study? Have a Bible study, and we will have that as the Bible, meet the credit and the requirement, and they will not have to take like New Testament survey or whatever through Ignition.
Oh.
So I think that's a great option for students to do a Bible study that you're interested in, that means something to the students there locally.
So if the head pastor of your church school wanted to offer Bible and teach it, this might be a great outlet for him or her.
Very much so. Thank you for joining us for our on-site elective series. Please join us again.